Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and we are going to finish our diamond, and this is our forget-me-not diamond that we are making. Okay, so we had done 25 rows, and you should have 25 squares across there. All right, now we're going to decrease on both ends, and this is how we're going to do it. For row 26, we're just going to chain one. Remember, we were chaining two before and turning. Now we're just chaining one. All right, so we're going to slip stitch in the first two stitches, and then we're going to start our square in that third stitch. And this is how we're going to begin every row from here on out. All right, so we've started with that navy blue, and now we need to bring in our regular blue. And there's Pumpkin making herself comfy in between my legs. So we are going to put 5 of these in a row. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then then we would need to go back to our navy blue and put a navy blue in. And then we need a royal blue. So we're going to do a royal blue here. And then we're going to go back to our navy blue. And we need to put 2 navy blues in. Is it 2 or 3? It's actually 3. Okay. So we need 3 navy blues. And then we need 2 yellow. So let's switch over to yellow. Alright, leaving that behind. And then we need 2 navy blue. heck I did that. So this goes here. Royal blue. Alright. So there's 2 navy blue. Then I need the royal blue. And we need 2 royal blues. And then we need a navy blue. And we're just going to leave that royal blue behind because we are not needing that anymore in this row. And then we're going to go back to our medium blue. And we need 5 medium blue and a royal to finish off this row. And then I'm going to show you how we're decreasing on this end. So we've created a corner on this end. This is the corner. And now we're going to create a corner on this end as well. So there's 4, and this is 5. And normally, our last stitch would be up here, right? Because it always was for the first 25 rows. But now our last stitch is going to be down here and this one right here. So we're just going to put our navy blue in here. Alright, and then this stitch right here, this first stitch here of this other navy blue, I'm just going to slip stitch in there. Okay, and then there's our other corner right here. Okay, so this is what row 26 should look like, and we will be back for row 27. Okay, so row 27, we're going to chain 1 and turn, and then we're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches, and then start our square in the third. And then we need to switch over to our medium blue. We need 5 medium blues. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And then we're going to switch over to our royal blue. And we need 1 royal blue here. And then we need to switch over to our navy blue. And so we need 2 navies. And then we need a royal. So I'll put a royal in next. And then back to the navy. Alright, and now we need to bring up our yellow. And put one yellow in. Then we're back to the navy, leaving this yellow behind. And we need to put one navy in. And then going back to our royal blue, we need two royal blues. And then we need a navy blue. And we need two navy blues, actually. Next. Alright, and then we need to go to our medium blue. And we need to put 5 medium blues in. And then we're going to end up with the navy, of course. There's 5. And then right here is our last stitch right here. And there we go. So in this row, just pick it up. Okay, so that is row 27. Okay, and we just finished that yellow part, so we can cut that off. So we don't need that yellow anymore. Alright. And then I wanted to show you that the colors are so close that you can barely tell whenever I do my chart here. So I was going to show you, I figured out a really good way. I think after row 14 I started doing the graph, and I want to show you a good way of doing that. So on this side here is the right side, and this side is the wrong side. So all the right side is odd numbers and all the wrong side are even numbers. And we just did 27, so we just came down this way. So now we're going to do 28, and this is how I did it. I wanted to show you guys that It's catty corner, of course, because it's corner to corner. So you mark all the catty corner all the way up. And of course, I got a piece of plastic over this so that I can wipe it off because I'm using the Expo markers, the dry erase markers. And you can use it over and over that way. That's why I love these plastic things. So, how you know you got it all correct is you got 28 here and you've got 28 here. So 28 connects with 28. And then that's why you can see exactly what colors that you need. But as you can see, this color is so close to this color that I was having a heck of a time determining what colors I needed on that side. So that's the reason why even that dark green looks really close to this. You see? So I needed to see the picture, and that's the reason why I started doing the chart. And I just wanted to show you that. That's an easy way of using the chart. All right. So let's do 28. And we're going up the chart on 28 because we are now on the wrong side of our work. So we're going to start off here with our navy blue, as we usually been doing in this pattern, and going up. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 of these medium blues after this navy blue. So that's what we're going to do. I put 5 in here. It's actually might be easier just to do the chart. Well, in this pattern it is, because I could barely see those colors. They were so close together. So it was throwing me off. So 3. So that's what I get for using colors that are too close together on the computer, because when they actually print out, they didn't look like that on the computer. Believe me, it looked pretty good. But when it printed out a different way. So you have to be careful with your printer too when you're printing stuff out. So there is 5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we need to go to navy blue. I should have stopped this right here, but since this is the wrong side, it ain't gonna matter. So we've got navy blue there, and now we need our royal blue. So we need 2 royal blues. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need 4 navies next. So let's switch over to the navy. So there's 1. 2. 3. and 4. And then we're going to go back to our royal blue, and we need 3 royal blues. So there's 1, 2, and 3. All right, and then we're done with the royal blue, so we'll leave it there and go to our navy, and we need to put 1 navy in. And then we're going to switch over to our medium blue then, and we need 4 medium blues and a navy, and that will finish off this row. So there's 4. There. And our navy right here. Slip stitch there. There we go. All right, so that is row 28. Okay, so we will be back for row 29. All right, so I made for row 29, since we're on the right side, because all odd numbers are on the right side, we're coming down the chart. Okay, and on the wrong side, we're going up the chart. On the right side, we're coming down the chart. So I've got my lines right here. I wanted to show you. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches and start our square in that third. And then we're going to go switching over to our blue, our medium blue. We need 4 medium blue. Okay, so my video cut out at the beginning of row 29, and it came back in the middle of row 33. So I want to tell you the colors in order in these rows. So I apologize that happened, but there's my pointer. All right, so row 29 is it's a navy blue, as it starts out as navy as usual. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium blue.
And then there is 2 navy, not navy, I'm sorry, royal, 1 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, 3 royal, and then there is 4 medium blue and a navy at the end. Row 30 then would be a navy and 3 medium blues, 1 navy, 1 royal, 2 navy, 1 royal, 2 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, and then there is 4 medium blues and a navy at the end. So row 31. Row 31 starts out as a navy, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 medium blues, and then it goes into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 royal blues. Then we need a navy, a royal, and a navy. We need 3 navies, and then 3 medium blues and a navy at the end. And then 32, then we start out with the navy, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium blues, and then we have a navy, 2 royals, a navy, 3 royals, a navy, and then 3 medium blues and a navy at the end. So 33, like I said, the first half of this didn't even come through. So when the video continues, it's going to continue with the 33. So I don't want you to get mixed up. I'm not exactly sure where it stops, so ignore the rest of row 33. And when I say we're going to start 34, then you'll go to 34. All right, so we starting out with 33, we're starting out with a navy, and then we need 3 medium blues. Then we need a navy, 2 royal, 1 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, 1 royal, 1 navy, and then there's 4 medium blues and a navy at the end. So, like I said, I do apologize for that, but I hope this helps. So we'll just continue on with the video now.
All right, this is 2. Back to our navy. That's 3. And then back to the royal. That's 4. And then back to our navy again. This is the last change, switching back and forth. And then we need to go back to the navy, royal, and put 2 royals in. So we're going to leave that behind. And then we need a navy. And then we're going to finish off with 3 medium blue and a navy at the end. All right, and yeah, there is 33, what it should look like, and we'll be back for row 34. Okay, so row 34, we are going to chain 1 and turn. All right, and then we need 3 of these outline medium blues or background colors. And then we need a navy. We need 2, wait a minute. We need 1, 2, 3. We need 4 navies, actually. We're almost done with this flower. We'll be starting the leaf in the next row. So there's 1. And on this second one, we're going to bring up this royal blue and bring with us, because we're going to need it next. 2. Three, and 4. And then we're going to go to our royal blue. So we need 3 royal blues. So there's 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to leave that royal blue behind and go to our medium blue. We need 4 medium blues and a navy at the end to finish off this row. So there's 2, 3, and this is 4. Then here's our navy blue to finish it off. All right. And there we have it. So there is what row 34 should look like. And we will be back for row 35. Okay, so row 35. Let's chain one and turn. And then we're going to go over to our medium blue here. We need 3 of these. And then we're going to go to navy. We're going to put 1 navy blue in here. And we're going to switch over to our royal blue. So we need 3 royal blues. No, we need 2 royal blues. Alright, and then we are switching over to a navy. And we are done with that royal blue, by the way. This flower is just about done. Next row it'll be finished. Alright, so now we need to bring in our darker green. And we need 2 of those. Alright, we can leave that behind. And we need our medium blue. We need 4 medium blue and a navy, and that will finish off this row. And there we have it. So this is row 35, and you should be down to 15 squares in this row. So as long as you're following the pattern, though, you should have 15 squares. So anyway, we will be back for row 36. All right, so I chain one and turn, and we're going to start out with our navy blue again. And then we're going to switch over to our medium blue, and we need 3 medium blues. All right, and then now we need to switch over to our dark green. So now we need 1 dark green here. And then we need to bring in our light green for the next stitch, next square. All right. Make sure we're carrying our colors with us. Sometimes a little fiddly to add another color in here. All right, now we're going to go back to our darker green and do another dark green. But I left that light green behind because we're not going to need it anymore. And then we need a navy. One, two, three, four. We need 4 navy blues. And this royal, that last row was the last of the royal, so we're just going to cut it off. We're not going to need that royal blue anymore because this is finishing up the flower. So all right, now we're going to switch over to, wait a minute. We're switching over to our medium blue, and we need 3 mediums. That's not right. we needed 3 navies, not 4. Yeah, I was counting this green one. So there's 3 navies and not 4. Now let's switch over to our medium blue, and we should have 3 medium blues and a navy to finish this off. And then switch over to the navy. All right. So there is row 36. And we will be back for row 37. All right, so row 37, let's chain 1 and turn. And we're going to slip stitch. So we need 4 of these. So 1 navy, we start out with navy, now we need 4 of these outside colors or my medium blue. And then we need our dark green. And we need 2 dark green. And then switching over to the light green. I'm going to take this dark green with us. We need 2 light green. And then back to the dark green. Need 1 dark green. Wait a minute, we're going to leave that light green behind right there. Alright, and now we need our medium blue. And then we need 2 medium blues and a navy to finish off this row. Nope. Leave that medium blue over there. Alright, and so that is row 37, and that's what it should look like. And we'll be back for row 38. So we're going to chain one and turn. Slip stitching here. We're starting out with our navy blue, and then we're going to switch over to our medium blue and just put 2 of those in. And then we need our light green. Make sure that we take this dark green with us, because you're going to need it later. Alright, so we need 1 light green here, and then switching over to the dark green, we need 2 of those. And then we need a light green again. Alright, so we are done with the dark green though. We'll leave it behind. Put this light green in. And then we need our background color. And we need 4 background colors. So 4 and a navy will take care of it. And that is row 38. And then well, I dropped my wonder where it went. Alright, well, we'll just keep going. So 39. It's an odd number, so it starts up here. right, we're going to chain one and turn. We're starting out with our navy, and we need 3 of our medium blues. So 2, 3. And now we need our dark green next. So we actually need 2 dark greens. We're bringing up this light green with us, and this second dark green here. Alright, and then we're going to switch over to the light green, and we need 2 light greens. Leaving that behind and putting one more dark green in. And then we are needing our medium blue, and we're leaving that dark green behind. We need 1 medium blue and 1 navy blue, and that will finish off this row. And our little leaf is shaping up. Okay, so this is what row 39 should look like. All right. Race 39, 40 should be starting here and going up. And as you can see, we're just about done with our leaf. This is the last time we're using the light green. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to slip stitch and then start our square. We just need 1 blue, medium blue here. And then we need the medium, or the light green. So we're going to start out with a light green today. on this one. We gotta make sure we bring our colors with us though. Alright. We're bringing up this dark green because we're going to need it later. So we need 3 of these light greens next. And then we just need 1 dark green. Leave that light green behind. And then we need our medium blue. And we're going to leave that dark green behind. So we need 3 medium blues. And then we have a navy at the end to finish it off. Alright, so that is row 40. In row 40, you should be down to 10 squares. Okay, so we're done with 40. '41 starts up here. From 41 to 41, okay. Chain 1 and turn. And we start out with our navy as usual. And now we need our medium blue, and we need 3 of those. And this finishes off our leaf. Alright, so we are going to be switching over to the dark green, but we are actually done with this light green, so I'm going to pull it out of there. And hang on a second. Make sure these stay in order. There we go. And now we need 4 dark green. But before we do that, we're going to leave that blue behind because we're done with that blue. So 4 dark green and a navy is going to finish off this row. And that also finishes off that green, and we are left with two different colors. Just two colors now. All right. So I need to see this. Yeah, that was 41. Yeah, that was 41. All right, so 42. We're going to chain one and turn. This is going to be really easy. So just like we started out this square, or this diamond, we're going to finish it off the same way. So I've got my navy. We are needing um, six medium blues in between the navies. So we're just going to put 6 here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to the navy blue. And we're down to 8. So you will, the next row, it'll be 5 in between the navy blues. And the next row after that'll be 4, and the next row after that'll be 3. And so we're just going to go to 46 off camera, and you will be down to 1, 2 of these in between the navy blues when you get to 46. Okay, so as soon as I find my that went clear over there. All right, so we'll see you at row 47. All right, so this is row 46, and you should have a 1 navy and 2 mediums and a navy. So 47. So it is 1 navy with 1 medium blue in between the 2 navies, actually. So it's navy, medium blue, and navy. All right, and then we're going to cut off that medium blue. Once we are done with that, and 48 then is we're going to chain one and turn, and with our navy blue we just need 2 squares in this row. And I'm going to chain one and turn, and now we just need 1 square right here. And now we are also done with this. All right, so we have just finished our diamond, and let's look at this to see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. So anyway, we just finished the square, and I'm going to tie down all my ends here, and I will be back to show you how to do the border on this. Okay, so we are back, and I have all of my ends tied down, and we have the front. This is the front, and this is the back. And how I know that? Now I know this is reversible. Because the flower looks the same no matter which way you put it. How I know that's because I made that mistake right there. Anyway, this is my backside, and you want your backside to be facing you. And we also want um, the long sides to be up and the short sides to be down. Okay. All right, so we're going to start at this corner up here. And I'm going to work this end in. We're going to chain one, and then we're going to put 2 half double crochets in here. Now I'm going to finish this corner when I come back around. This is only half the corner. Alright, so the next 2 stitches, we'll just put a half double crochet in there. And then these are the 3 stitches that we did a slip stitch on. So just go into the stitch underneath the slip stitch, and there's 3 there. This next section here, you have 2. And the next section is 3, where we did some slip stitching. And then you just do that all the way down the side, because they're all the same. So you just do that all the way down the side, and I will see you at the other corner. All right, so that was the long side, and you should have 58 to 60 stitches by the time you get to the other corner. Now in this corner, we have 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets. And you'll do that in every corner. Okay. And now we're on the short side. So this is a short side. All long sides and short sides are the same. So here's a stitch right here where we put all 3 of those stitches in. We're just going to put one in there. And then you're going to see this double crochet right here. So we're going to put 2 half double crochets on that double. Okay. So then there's another one of those long stitches where we put 3 stitches in. And then right in between the stitches here, we're going to put a half double crochet, and then the double, we'll put 2 doubles. So it's going to be 2, 2, 2. Right? That stitch, the in between is right before that stitch actually. Then we're going to go that long stitch, and then the 2 doubles. All right. So the space is right here, right after those doubles, right after the double, and then right here, we'll put that in that one, and then we're going to put 2 in the double around the double crochet. Now you're going to do that all the way down to the corner, and of course, you know, when we get to the corner, we're doing 2 double crochet or 2 half double crochets and 2 chain 2 and then 2 half double crochets. By the time that you get done with this side, you should have 48 to 50 stitches because these are the short sides. So I'm going to go all the way around off camera, and I will meet you at the end of this row, and we'll show you row 2. Alright, so I'm all the way around our diamond. And we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 2 half double crochets in this corner. And again, I'm going to finish that on the way around. Now, in the front loop only, we're going to put a half double crochet right down the sides. It creates this little design on this side when you do that. And so you're going to go all the way around. We're still going to be doing the corners as 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 half double crochet. But around the sides, we're just going to do this front loop only and half double crochets. So I'll get my row finished, and I will see you for row 3. Okay, so we've got 2 rows of our border on here. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn this around so that the front now is facing us. All right, and now we need to put in this corner, we need to put 3 single crochets in there. All right, and in the back loop only, down the sides, we're just going to single crochet in there. And then all the corners will get 3 single crochets. And then once you get over here, you just slip stitch to the first single crochet and it's done. So it'll look like this with this little bit of the border is going to kind of look like this once you get all the way around there. Okay, and I'm going to finish mine, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun making this forget-me-not flower. I just think it turned out so beautiful, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. and bye bye now.